One of the first things that people ask me when they see an electric unicycle is how does it work? Well, today I'm going to put that mystery to rest. This is an electric unicycle, and so is this, and this, and this, and this. Although they come in many different shapes and sizes, they all share three things in common: a motor, a battery, and a mainboard. Every single one of them is fundamentally the same, as they are all equipped with these components. So how did we get here? Where did these machines even come from? Well, back in 1999, an American engineer by the name of Dean Kamen invented the Segway. Although it was overpriced, underpowered, and bulky, he still pioneered the utilization of gyroscopic sensors in personal transportation devices. The Segway was equipped with a series of solid-state angular rate sensors, a type of gyroscope. Imagine a tiny magnetized piece inside the sensor that moves when the object it's attached to rotates. This fluctuation creates a small electric signal that the sensor can detect. By analyzing this signal, the sensor figures out the velocity of the object's tilt based on the intensity of the piece's displacement. This is all thanks to the Coriolis effect. So, this is where you have a mass moving in a rotating system experiencing a force acting perpendicular to the direction of motion and to the axis of rotation. So in our case, the Coriolis effect is acting upon the magnetic fields inside the components of the sensor itself. Now, this took me a little while to understand, so I've linked a video that explains it really well below. These sensors sit on a mainboard. The mainboard outputs signals to the electric motors, all while being powered by the batteries. So how do we get here? How do we get from this to this? Well, it's just a matter of refinement and technology over the years. Electric unicycles are a byproduct of battery advancements, microchip improvements, and widespread research and development regarding Segway technology. And after nearly 2 decades of existence, the Segway's DNA was finally put to good use. In March of 2010, Shane Chen, a Chinese-American inventor, had finally created something that wasn't so bulky. This machine was light, compact, maneuverable, and a lot less expensive than one of those fancy Segways. Unlike a Segway, this thing was viable. After receiving a patent, he would later go on to license the rights of his design to other companies that produced personal electric vehicles. Even though his company, Solo Wheel, is largely irrelevant nowadays, he still receives revenue from virtually every electric unicycle sold on the market. Every year, they become more capable. Speed, torque, and range improve with nearly every new model released. Unfortunately, the price increases as well. So, why buy an electric unicycle? Speaking from personal experience, these things freaking thrive in densely populated city environments. You're as fast or faster than a bicycle, you don't need to find parking, you don't need gas, and you can go wherever you want. Sidewalks, trails, roads, bike paths, you name it. All of these are logical reasons to get one, but the number one reason I'd recommend buying one is because it's fun. Straight up. The amount of dopamine that courses through my body as I yeet myself down a dark road at 50 miles an hour is absolutely bonkers. I mean, you're standing on a machine that's as wide as your 2 feet put together. It's especially fun if you have friends with you. When you get one of these, you're automatically friends with anyone else that has one. Language barriers don't even matter. I suppose that isn't much of a charm if you're socially awkward, though, as you will often be the topic of conversation when interacting with new people.
Giving kids rides.
It's important to remember that a large majority of pedestrians have no idea what they're looking at, so just be respectful. You don't want to leave a bad impression. That's how stuff like this gets banned. The evolution of these unicycles is a double-edged sword, though. As technology continues to progress, these machines are just going to get more powerful. Inevitably, this will cause governmental restrictions. California and New York have already classified these as Stage 3 e-bikes, which are unfortunately illegal on the road. Nothing is forever, so you should totally go get one while you can. Whether you're looking for an adventure, a sense of community, or just a quick way to get around town, an electric unicycle is the machine that can provide.
I would not do that.
I would never. Like, he doesn't even know Ben, and he's like, yeah, piggyback ride, piggyback, yeah. They're gone. They're gone. They've disappeared. Oh my my god.